Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Jake from the Card Collectors, and today I will be showing you my deck list for Fluffals. Alright, it's a really fun fusion deck, and that's strictly what it's for. It's fun. Um, I will say it's not competitive at all, but doesn't mean you can't run competitive cards in it, or cards that would be played in a competitive deck. I'm just saying that the deck itself is not strong enough uh, to make uh, to be able to compete with the meta. Alright, so in just 1 second, I will show
Alright,
you my deck.
so let's start with the monsters. For the 3-ofs, 3 dog. When it's normal or special summon from your hand, you get to search a Fluffal or Edgem Sabers. Really good. Shouldn't need to explain why that's good. I play 3 Edgem Chain. When it's sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Frightful card from your deck to your hand. That is also extremely good. That's why I played 3 of it. Plus, when it declares an attack, you can add another copy of itself from your deck to your hand. So then I played 2 Edgem Tomahawk. It is a Prisma, so it's an elemental hero Prisma, except it sends Edgem cards. Plus, you can discard an Edgem card from your hand to the graveyard and inflict 800 damage. So he gets your Edgem monsters to the grave. Next, I played 2 Fluffal Bear. You can discard it to set a Toy Vendor directly from your deck in face down defense position, of course, or not in face down. So he's really good. Plus, you can tribute him to add a polymerization back to your hand from your graveyard. I play 2 Saw. When he's normal summoned, discards a Fluffal monster to draw 2 cards, and then put 1 card from your hand back onto the top or bottom of your deck. So he combos well with Toy Vendor, but I will say do not normal summon him unless you have a follow-up play. Unless you know you have a play after that, because otherwise it's just really bad. So then 2 Owl. When he's normal or specialed from your hand, you can add a polymerization, or you can pay 500 and use him as a polymerization, but you don't have to send him to the grave. But he's really good, and you can only use one of those per turn. And then I play 2 Sheep. This guy, the rabbit, is supposed to be a sheep. I just don't have another sheep, and I haven't gotten one yet. I'll hopefully be getting one from my locals soon. So yeah, but he special summons himself when you control a face-up Fluffal monster other than sheep, and then he bounces a Fluffal monster back to your hand and special summons an Edgem monster from your hand or graveyard. Really good. Then for the 1-ofs, I play 1 Edgem Frightful. The only thing that you need to worry about is he's always treated as a Frightful card, which is extremely good. And then 1 Edgem Sabers. He summons himself by stacking a monster or stacking a card on top of your deck. Obviously, combos well with Toy Vendor, but yeah, sometimes I don't even use him for materials. I just use him for the stack most of the time. But yeah, he's actually good, but you only need 1 of them. Then I play 1 Summoner Monk and 1 Tour Guide. You're hoping to pitch Toy Vendor off of Summoner Monk, and then Tour Guide summons your level 3 Edgem monsters, so Saw and Sabers. That is it for the monsters. Next, 3 Fright for Fusion. It's a Miracle Fusion word for word, except they replaced Elemental Hero with Fright for in the card text. So yeah, this is what the deck is based around for me. 3 Toy Vendor. I tried playing it at 2, and it was just too inconsistent, because really you only need to activate the 1 on your field, and then you usually are hoping to pitch the other 2 just to get the searches. So, and with 2 you only get 1 pitch, you only get 1 search maybe, where this guy with 2 you'll most likely get 2. So then I play 2 MST, 2 polymerization. It's very searchable and able to be gotten back very quickly with Bear. So you only need the 2, then 1 Raigeki. Then for the traps, I play 3 Reckless Greed. This coming in here just made it so much stronger. Um, I mean, obviously because you're getting to draw, which is the main thing with this deck. If you can't get to your cards, you're gonna lose. You're probably gonna lose anyway, but you're gonna lose much harder if you don't draw your cards. So, and the fact that you can't draw for 2 turns doesn't matter because you're constantly searching, and Toy Vendor allows you to draw anyway. So, then I play 2 Fright for fusions. It's really good for making Chimera. I mean, that's all it's good for, other than summoning maybe a defensive monster. 2 Fluffal Crane. I am proxying the 1, but when a face-up Fluffal is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect, you can add one of the monsters destroyed, one of the Fluffal monsters destroyed, back to your hand, then draw a card. It's good, but 3 is too many because you don't want to leave your guys face up, your Fluffals face up, because they're generally very weak. Then just bottomless and solemn. For the extra deck, I play 1 Chimera. Chimera is a Armades and a Goyo all in one. He takes 3 Fright for monsters, which seems like it's really bad, but it's very easy to do. But you only play 1 because you only want to summon him when the time is actually right. He's not one of those guys because you still do have to get rid of 3 Fright for monsters. It's still a pretty steep cost. So then I play 2 Leo. He takes Saw and Edgimp Saw and a Fluffal monster. He is word for word a Volcasaurus, but he has 100 less attack. So he's really good. 2 Wolf. He takes Sabers and at least 1 Fluffal monster. So you're guaranteed, and then he can attack up to the number of times that equal to the number of materials used to summon him. So you're guaranteed 2 attacks with him, unless they somehow stop the first attack. Anyway, so he's pretty good. Then 2 Sheep. This is probably the best one. It takes Fright or Edgimp Chain and a Fluffal monster. Then it is an Armades with 2000 attack, and when it is destroyed, you can special summon it from your graveyard, and it gains 800 attack. So that's really good. Those are the fusions. I don't play Bear because Bear really is bad. But I play some Xyz monsters. I don't have my rank 4s in this deck right now because I just decided to do this really quick. But for the rank 3s, I have Leviair because you're banishing a lot with your fusion. Giga Brilliant and Zen Mains. This guy's a really good first turn play if you have Tour Guide. And then my rank 4s, the only one that is like different is the Evolve All Chain. He stacks or sends a card to sends a Toy Vendor to the grave, or he stacks a Fluffal monster for you to use your face-up Toy Vendor. And then the other 4 that I play are just generic. I would like to play an Alucard, but I don't have one right now, so yeah.
Alright, now that you've seen my list, I'm going to do a 5-turn shadow play type deal. I will not be like flipping a coin to see if there's any responses or not. I'm just going to assume that things are happening on my opponent's side of the field as they normally would. Alright, so here we go.
Alright, so I've got my deck over here. I don't know if, yep, I've got my deck over here, my extra deck over here. And be doing a real quick shadow play. I'm not gonna like flip a coin to see if there's like any responses or anything. I'm just gonna assume that there are like the standard responses for anything. So I'll draw my hand and we'll go 5 turns. So I get a dog, a bottomless, an owl, an Edgimp Saw, and a Polymerization. Okay. So already we've got a very solid hand. So what we're going to do, we're going to normal summon the Saw, activate his effect to discard the Owl since we don't really need that. Then we're going to draw our 2 cards. Okay, so we drew a Polymerization and a Fluffal Sheep. So what we're going to do we're going to stack the polymerization on the bottom of our deck, then of course activate polymerization, sending the saw and the dog, possibly. We might send sheep instead. Yeah, we'll send sheep and dog, or sheep and saw to summon Leo. Okay, then you've got these two cards in hand. We'll set the bottomless and keep him in hand. We're gonna assume that they summon a monster with 1500 or more attack because that's like the standard now, so we're gonna activate. Okay, and then they're probably gonna set a few cards. So we'll draw for turn. Reckless Greed, not too bad. So we're gonna go. We're just gonna we're not gonna summon Dog because he doesn't really need to be summoned right now. Then we're gonna set this guy after attacking, of course. And this one I will flip a coin to see if there's like a battle trap or something. Heads is yes, tails is no. Okay, heads is yes, so we'll say it was right, or not Raigeki, Mirror Force. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So we've got this and this. Alright, we'll let them attack for the turn. We're going to draw for turn, then activate Reckless Greed. So this is the third turn. Draw our two cards. Alright, that's a fairly solid hand. So let's see. Okay, alright. So what's going to happen is we're going to pitch Bear to set Toy Vendor from the deck. Shuffle the cards. Okay. Pretend that it got cut. Then we will activate Toy Vendor just because. Then we drew into Tour Guide, so we're going to activate Tour Guide. Summon Sabers since we don't have a Sabers in grave yet. And we do have the Fright for Fusion. Okay. So now, let's see. What do we want to do? This is the grave, so we've got a Fluffal Bear, a Fright for Leo, a Fluffal Sheep, and a Saw. So I think what I'm going to do next is... Oh, and an owl. Sorry. What I'm going to do next is... Okay, so I'm going to overlay for one of the rank 3s. We're going to go with Leviathan Dragon, or Levier, the Sea Dragon. Then we're going to activate Fright for Fusion, getting or banishing Saw, and we'll say Bear. That way we can get our polymerization back. To summon, just going to put them on top of the extra deck to summon our second and final Leo. Then activate Toy Vendor, or not Toy Vendor, Levier to summon Bear. We're going to tribute Bear to add Poly back to our hand. Then we're going to go to see how far we can extend this, because this is just going all out. Summon Sabers by stacking the dog. Activate Toy Vendor by discarding Polymerization, drawing, searching, special summoning. We're going to search for, let's see, I think that we're going to search for the owl, okay, just so we have something next turn. Okay, so then we've got the owl in hand. Graveyard's over here. Okay, so then we're going to activate Leo, destroy their monster, and do damage. We'll assume that they had 2 monsters on the field, we'll say. So then attack, 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 and we'll just say that there's no battle traps. Sorry that the field's getting clogged up, or if the camera's getting clogged up, I can't help that. Anyway, so yeah, so this is our hand, so we've got one more turn. We're going to say that they destroy the dog. So then we draw for turn. We go, let's see. Do we want to add the polymerization, or I think that we're going to add polymerization off of his, oh wait, we can't draw. So yeah, add polymerization. Then go Levier detach to summon the saw that was banished. Then we're going to overlay for Giga Brilliant detach. So now everyone gains 300. Activate it. Leo effect and push. Alright. So
Alright, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. If you did not like it, please comment why. As always, if there are any card choices you thought that I should have made instead of the ones that I do have, I will be glad to hear your opinion. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.